Chapter 17, Bombshell. Blood runs cold as you stand staring at Cal. The longer you're rendered speechless, the deeper his smirk grows. What's the matter? Cal got your tongue. What the hell are you doing here? Instead of answering you, Cal crosses his arms and tisks slightly. Oh, now. Is that any way to talk to an old friend? He tries to step past you into the cabin, but Ryder blocks the door, looking as surly and unpleasant as you've ever seen him. Not a chance, a-hole. This is my property, and you aren't getting in without an invitation. Oh my, someone seems to have found herself a rebound. Cal, what I do is none of your damn business. You position yourself at Ryder's side, your hands on your hips as you prevent Cal from pushing his way inside. In case you forgot we're over, I don't owe you anything. Whatever, Bill. This was all fun and exciting game, but I'm done playing. It's time for you to come home. I won't, Cal. It's over. He reaches a hand out to grab you, but Ryder steps forward, placing his body between you and looming up to his full, unposing height. I didn't hear a yes from Belle, and if you're trying to take her from here without one, you'll have to go through me first. Cal's lips twist with anger, but before he can speak, the porch light pops on from the main house. You woke the boss. Now you're really in trouble. Mandy storms over, the anger scrunching her beautiful face. Her footsteps are enough to get Cal out of your doorway, and you and Ryder pushing close behind. Who the hell is trespassing on my land at this time of night? Mandy, I need a big, strong boss to protect me. Cal was just leaving. There's nothing to worry about. Ryder and I are handling things. That's not what it looks like to me. I saw everything from the house, including the way this guy keeps trying to harass you. I know who you are, Callaway. You got 10 seconds to plant your feet on someone else's property, or my foot is gonna take up residence somewhere it doesn't belong. I know who you are, too, Mandy Martinez, daughter of real owners of the ranch, Patrick and Julio. Cal, where are you going with us? Did you think I came by here for you, Belle? My father heard about the partnership stake opening up at Martinez Ranch, and he couldn't resist. Cal turns his smarmy smile on you. You stand frozen in place, your heart in your throat as he continues. Did you forget where my dad got his fortune, Belle? He's been investing in cattle for years, and you know my dad. He's always happiest when he's expanding his empire. Cal, please, let me have this one. Is this some kind of sick joke? Because I promise you pranks don't go over well in the country as they do where you're from. Actually, pranks in the country are far better than where I come from. I'm just saying, we have a lot of fun in the South. Anyway, it's no joke. In fact, I'm only here because I'm supposed to check things out before my dad decides whether or not to invest. His gaze shifts from Mandy to Ryder, shocked expressions before moving back to you, his triumph complete. Of course, I could always tell him this place is a pile of junk. For the right price. Cal, I love this ranch. But I'd rather see it sold than leave you with it. You don't get to control me anymore, especially not with empty threats. I've got a fat check that says there's nothing empty about it. Your eyes sting with fury and hurt. With Cal, there's no telling what he's capable of or who he'll punish to get at you. You've brought this on yourself, Belle. You never should have snuck out on me in the dead of night. Fine, you win. I'll move back in with you, just don't hurt this ranch. And in Ryder, he sees one of your arms almost instinctually. No, Belle, you don't fall on the sword for us. Exactly. Cal's nothing. He can't handle. If I had a dime for every a-hole ex in my past, I'd buy the land to myself. Wow, that is a lot of people. Bold words, but it still wouldn't outbid me. Do you have any idea of the storm that's coming, Miss Martinez? I suggest you run on home before you get caught in the hurricane. We have enough piles of shit around this place without adding more. Their words are like a shot in the arm of courage. The life you shared with Cal falls away and you see him for what he is. Cal, go home to your daddy. We don't need or want you here. At that, he stalks to his car, kicking up dirt, and as he drives away, he calls out into the night. You haven't heard the last of me, Belle. I'm telling my father about this. As you watch Cal's tail lights vanish into the horizon, you feel the full weight of your confrontation fall to your shoulders. I don't feel so well. Let's get her inside on the couch. I'll grab some water. Make it something a hell of a lot stronger than that. We need it. Moments later, you fall gratefully onto the couch and accept the glass that Ryder puts in your hand, but you're too shaken to drink. I'm sorry, you guys. This is all my fault. It's not. We get people like that in the cattle industry all the time. They think having money means they can do whatever they want. And typically they're right. They both fall to the couch next to you. A warm body on each side. Ryder's muscles are locked tight from the confrontation, but Mandy takes your hand in hers. Are you gonna be okay, Belle? I feel... I'm sitting in the middle on this one. More embarrassed than anything else. I'm just sorry you had to see that. Why? You're our friend, Belle. You don't have to hide with us. Mandy's right. We're here for the bad parts as well as the good ones. Outside, the night is quiet. Exhaustion fills you and you fight back a yawn. I'm sure I'll be fine once I get some sleep. You guys should head back for some shut-eye. A good night's sleep will help, but I don't think you should be alone right now, Belle. Ryder's right. Why don't you let one of us stay here to look after you? Why not both? Again, why not both? I'm trying to play the middle here, okay? Leave me alone. You making me choose sucks. Ryder. I feel safer knowing you're here than I dare anyone to get at you while I'm on guard. Mandy bounces up from the couch and heads for the door. Good call. Well, I'll sleep better knowing Ryder's here to take care of you. Good night. You slip between the sheets and Ryder follows, careful not to let any part of his long, lean body touch yours as he settles into place. You sure this is what you want right now, Belle? Today was rough. I'm sure. I just need a few minutes to calm down. He rests your head on his chest, drawing comfort from his steady breathing and warm, powerful build. The moment you sigh and burrow deeper, he loses his last of his reserve, his arms wrap tightly around you and pull you close. Bill, I'm sorry I can't do more. Are you sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Eventually. It's gonna take some time to process everything, but I'm tougher than I look. No need to tell me that. I've seen you in action, remember? You close your eyes, but even with Ryder holding you tight, you can't help but picture Cal's smug face and his threats of more to come. Do you want to hear a story? A story from you. My mom used to tell me this one whenever I got scared of storms outside. Once upon a time, there was a very brave little turtle. It was easy for him to be brave because he carried his armor on his back. The rumble of his voice lulls you into relaxation, and one second you're stifling a yawn, and the next, you're out like a light. I was hoping to hear the story. Come on. Am I the only one? You wake up hours later to the nudge of Ryder's hard bulge pressed against your ass as bright streaks of light stream through the window. You bury your face in the pillows, breathing in Ryder's earthy musk, and he shifts against you. You don't move, hoping to extend the moment. Has anyone ever told you that you wriggle too damn much? Is that why little Ryder came to say hello? First, not little. Second, don't get cocky. His appearance has nothing to do with you, it's biology. Even as he says it, he presses his face to the back of your neck, letting himself bask in your scent and heat. Biology was always my favorite course. Ryder presses a kiss just below your ear. Every thought of Cal falls away, leaving only his hungry mouth and even hungrier body. Of course. Cockiness like yours needs to be celebrated. But no, we know where it would lead. Little Ryder would come out of his hidey armor, groaning. You pull yourself away from Ryder and get out of bed. I know I ride you hard about rising early, but it's okay to take one morning bell, especially after last night. I only wish we had time to enjoy ourselves. In case you forgot, we've got a big problem. Ryder yawns, stretches, and the glow of the morning broken. You're right, we need to come up with a plan of action, and we need to come up with one fast. The three of you meet up in the kitchen where a pot of coffee is bubbling. Coffee. Okay, so I just got off the phone with my dad's, which means I have bad news, and I have worse news. Ryder moves to stand behind you, his strong hand falling to the back of your neck and staying there. Cal's offer is 100% real. That's the bad news. What's the worst news? The offer is enormous. Honestly, guys, my dad's would be crazy to turn it down. I don't know. In the South, for those of you who don't live in the South or ever been there, they do have integrity of these things. At least most people. Just saying. But Mandy, this ranch is our home. I know I've only lived here a little while, but I feel like the ranch is where I belong. This place does have a way of getting under your skin. So how are you gonna stop him? The kind of money could change your dad's lives forever. You know what else could change their lives? A petting zoo, an eco garden, a place of community right here on our land. Remember how awesome it was when we worked together to make goat cheese? It was tasty. We never even tried to take it to the market. My dad's wouldn't let us. Yeah, and the numbers I put together for that were solid. And we only got to try out the ice cream truck that one time, but the kids freaking loved it. I didn't mention it before, but I looked into a few other food truck ideas too. With the right partnerships in place, we could bring in a ton of money. If the three of us came together, and I mean really came together, well, you already did that once, I can't. I have to make this book entertaining for everybody. We could turn a profit on this place that would blow Cal's plans for it out of the water. I'd love a chance to make this ranch feel something special. If we happen to take a certain evil ex down a peg or two while we do it, all the better. We can do this, but we have to be on the same page. Work as one. Andy turns to Ryder with a look of earnest entry. I know you and I have had our differences, Ryder. He cuts her off with a snort, but she doesn't let him derail her. Mandy, don't. I already made my decision. Let's send Mr. Moneybags running for the hills. Your heart floods with a sudden wash of emotions. He's actually gonna stay for the ranch and for me. Well, it's a good thing, UK, because my dads are meeting with Cal in less than an hour to finalize the terms. We gotta head into town ASAP. Why the hell didn't you lead with that? We gotta go. Now. And this time I drive. Listen, if they're sitting in like a place with like a window, just drive through it. When you arrive at the office building in town, you see a familiar-looking sports car already firmly parked. Of course, the one time Cal shows up early for something, it's this. Wait, don't sign anything yet. We're here to negotiate. Mandy, what are Ryder and Belle doing with you? Listen, dude, you haven't met us once without her being with us. I thought we made it clear this was a family decision. You and Ryder share an anxious look, but you don't back down from your places at Mandy's side. We're sorry to interrupt, but this is important. We wouldn't be here otherwise. Cal stiffens in his seat, his scoff so loud that it grates up and down your spine. Negotiate. Mandy, the ranch isn't even worth half what my father's paying. It shouldn't even be a discussion. Then, Cal, why do you want it so bad? Why would you pay twice what a ranch is worth? It sounds like a terrible financial decision. What I do with my money is none of your business. I'm not sure I understand. Does the offer still stand? It doesn't matter because we're not taking it. You can't put a price tag on the legacy a Martinez Ranch has brought to these parts, Dad. Our daughter has a point. Our legacy is worth a lot more than a signature on a check. I presume she has a counteroffer in mind, then? Mandy takes a moment to gather her thoughts, taken aback by Patrick's support. You narrow your eyes and study Cal, seeing him for the first time. Cal thinks he's laying some sort of trap. I could get under his skin, set Mandy up for success. Cal's not nearly as smart as he thinks he is, and I can make sure everyone in the room knows it. Taking him down a peg. Hopefully. Time to beat Cal at his own game. Alright, let's see what we got. You slide into the only unoccupied chair, clasping your hands on top of the table. You do your best to look as in control of yourself as Patrick. Don't mind me, I'm just here to play devil's advocate. What are you talking about? Yeah, Bill. Are you sure this is the right time? Oh, it's definitely the right time. You wink at Mandy. The moment she sees the playful gleam in your eye, she starts to relax. With all this talk of improving the ranch and introducing new ideas, I'm worried about the cows. Why? What's wrong with the cows? Nothing. Yet. But we've been struggling with our milking protocol. You turn towards Cal with a malicious smile. In all of our time together, he never once mentioned cows. I bet he knows almost nothing about actual dairy farming. In your expert opinion, what is the proper iodine ratio in the pre-dip mixture? Ryder snorts with a suppressed laughter behind you, but no one else can hear it over the sound of Cal's sputtering. I'm not... That's a question for a ranch hand, not management like me. That's what I thought. From the frown flickering on Patrick's face, you can tell you've hit a nerve. Is our current mixture not working anymore? Mandy, why didn't you say anything? We've just been experimenting with different options, that's all. A few of the cattle have developed an iodine sensitivity. Patrick nods approvingly at his daughter. Well, in that case, good work. We don't want to impact the production levels. You have to fake a yawn to hide the smile. The cow's ineptitude brings to your face. Oh, can we get back to the real business now? I don't see what Bill's thoughts have to do with anything. As your ex, I'm the only person here who knows things about both Martinez Ranch and you. I'm pretty sure I can offer a unique perspective. That's a fair point. Actually, no, it's not. She's his ex. I'm just saying, like, hearsay. And we're always interested in getting to know our ranching partners. Cal clamps his jaw shut and glares at you in a way that used to make you quake in your shoes. But not anymore. Not now that I have friends who support me. As if to prove it, Ryder places a strong hand on your shoulder while Mandy flashes you a quick thumbs up. Tell us more about Cal, Belle. Is there anything my dad should know? Don't you dare, Belle. First and foremost, Cal is a soft man. Is that the innuendo? I think it is. I'll just go with like, no, you know what? No, hold on. You can't say that here. You splay your hands helplessly, careful to keep your gaze locked on Cal's. It's not necessarily a bad thing, Cal. I'm afraid you might not always be able to rise to the occasion. In case you forgot, that's something you've had a problem with before. That's not funny, Bill. Take it back. The air in the meeting room shifts as Cal's blustering, angry mood starts to spread. Look, none of this has anything to do with my father's offer. Are we going to talk numbers or what? I'm not sure I see what the hurry is. Do you always rush important decisions? No, but the cat's rustling me. You can't help but snort at the ferocious glare Cal shoots you. He's practically daring you to say it. When it comes to speed... Cal is likely to crash and burn. I mean that literally. How many people did you almost kill when you totaled that sports car last year? That's not my fault, Belle, and you know it. The clutch slipped. Those kids shouldn't have been in the road in the first place. Al springs to his feet, his face twisted with so much fury. That's actually better than what she would have said otherwise. That you can feel it reverberate through the room. None of this counts. Belle is just jealous. She's not even a real cowgirl. Actually, she's one of the best ranch hands I've ever had. Her performance has always seemed A++ to me. Julio and Patrick share a worried glance. I'm not sure I like your attitude, young man. You should never blame your staff for your own shortcomings. Maybe we need to step back and re-evaluate things. A surge of delight moves through you, thrilling you almost as much as the prospect of getting Mandy her ranch back. I did it. They're sure to see Cal for who he really is now. Cal interrupts before things can progress any further. Look, my offer is a generous one, and I want to be respected accordingly. My father would be very upset to hear how you're treating me. If you can't even sit in a meeting without your fee-fees her, how can you expect to run a working ranch? Let him speak, Mandy. You've had your turn. Actually, sir... Cal is the worst person for your ranch. Cal looks as though he'd like to slap a hand over your mouth to silence you, but he doesn't dare move. I know he looks good on paper, rich, ambitious, driven, but he's not a good person. He'll destroy that ranch in a matter of weeks. Belle! If you care about the Stearns Valley community, you'll protect them like a man from a man like Cal, not invite him in. Look, I know you two have doubts about how I'm handling things, but this is your doing as much as mine. You gave me the ranch, but in name only. You never let me sink my teeth in and really run it. I know it sounds far-fetched, but I've crunched the numbers over and over again. We turn a profit almost immediately in a few years to dig deep, blow Cal's offer out of the water. Perhaps we should hit the pause button. No, she does make a good point. It took this long, this many chapters for you to realize the value of your daughter. I'm mad. Wait, this isn't fair. I already made my offer. Cal, nothing is official until the paperwork is signed, and all's fair in ranching and negotiations. Doing this on purpose to ruin me. Like how you only want the right ranch to spite me? Funny how that works, huh? Pat, I think we should give them a chance. I'm inclined to agree. Since there are multiple buyers interested in the property, it makes the most sense to hold an auction. We'll invite all the buyers for an official tour and auction next week. Mandy, you have until then to prove to us that the three of you can make your plan work. Only a week? That sounds more than generous to me, sir. We can make that work. Thanks, Dads. You and your friends haven't heard the last of me, Belle. I hope you realize what you've done. He storms out and you feel a pang and having riled up his fury even more. But there isn't time to dwell on it. Well, what are we waiting for? We got a ranch to save. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description. Plenty of things to check out there. Ways to support and whatnot. Without further ado, let me say the following. Ha ha! Anyway, so... sorry about being a few days late on this. Unfortunately, I have not been feeling well. And, thank those of you who actually, have reached the end of videos to, know that, or read when I typically put a pinned comment in the comment section. It's very appreciated, right? I know not everybody stays to the end of these videos, and not everybody wants to hear me, but, you know, it is what it is. With that being said, a week. You're giving everybody a week. Come on. Really? You're killing me with it. Especially after we tore everything down, right? Now we have to put it all back up. That's like a whole, what, couple days worth of work? And then reboot everything, the goat cheese, which doesn't happen instantly. And then, did we get rid of the goats too? Like, are those gone, or are they still hanging around? Like, and then the eco garden. Again, we had planted things, grown things, and then, hey, guess what? Nope. So your dad's, again, this story just doesn't make any sense. Your dad's, if this was real world, and I get it, it's just a book, if this was real world, there would be a lot of complications, and it basically, let's read the writing that's on the wall, right? Your dad just set you up for failure, right? And I don't, that, like, there's, I understand parental tough love, right? And then I understand, like, people want to push you and make things tough on you and drive you, right? So then, like, you aim to be the best possible version of yourself, right? Kind of like a diamond, right? How's it made? So yeah, but like, this is I get it. It's make believe. It's a book, and they're gonna make everything magically just come together, and we beat Cal, and we all hold hands and live, run off in the distance and sing Kumbaya, right? But I'm just saying, like, some of you read these books, and some of you, like, think this is how the world works. I hate to say that, but some of you do. Yeah, I'm just saying. Sometimes I like, if I was wanting to read fiction and fantasy and things like that, right? That's when I get away from realism. But here we're basing things on real concepts, farms and ranching and money and everything else. So this book is based off of realism, and I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your comments down below. Peace out.